What's going on, Junkie Nation? We're back with Anthony Pettis, former WEC and UFC lightweight champ. Now he's in the playoffs for the PFL, faces Stevie Ray this Friday on ESPN. Don't forget to tune in at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. My man's in the main event. How's it going, AP?
Can't complain, bro. Just back in training camp. The whole year I've been in pretty much a whole training camp for the whole year.
Quick. And the rematch is quick. Are you glad? Because sometimes when it's out there too long and it's a replay of a former fighter, it's like, I know a lot of fighters get bored, right? Because they want to train for different types of styles.
Yeah, man. Honestly, it was weird training for this fight because last fight I was already guaranteed a playoff spot. So like my mindset going into that fight was kind of play it safe, make sure I don't get hurt and get to the playoffs, without any injuries. And Stevie Ray just caught me in a submission, bro. Honestly, something I haven't seen before.
Yeah, and it really looks like, I'm not trying to kiss your ass, but it really looks like you have been so focused in 2022. Like, when you're posting pics, you can tell that you're in like some of the best shape you've ever been in.
Yeah, most definitely, man. I started camp in December, so I mean, this is probably one of the longest training camps I've ever been in. With the season format, you kind of just got to stay in shape and stay close to weight because there's no time to like get big and try to cut weight. 5 weeks between fights, 6 weeks between fights is pretty quick.
Did you step it up in strength and nutrition as well? Sorry, strength and conditioning, like, or was it nutrition or a little bit of both?
A little bit of both. I think I started running a lot more than I used to. I started training with Jorge Capatillo and his boxing team, and we run every morning 6 a.m. 3 to 5 miles, and on Saturday we're doing the mountains. So, I'm staying in very good cardiovascular shape.
Mm-hmm. And then as far as the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you're very decorated on the ground. I mean, you've won titles, because of your Jiu-Jitsu. No one will ever hold that against you. Is it something where you just have to go back, tighten things up? Like, is it something maybe you had put off to the side, or do we just have to give enough credit to Stevie Ray that he delivered when it mattered?
Yeah, honestly, you just got to give credit to Stevie Ray. I think what I did is I posted a escape the week of the fight. I posted an escape that I hit everybody with: Charles Oliveira, Nate Diaz. I'm talking about the who's who of grappling. Tony Ferguson, a back escape that I always do. I posted it and I said it works every time. And I know Stevie Ray was watching my IG because he had a trap for it, honestly. So when he took my back, I would look for my escape like I always do, and he set up a body twister type thing. I don't even know what it was. He just had a really good body triangle, and he cranked my neck in a way that I've never been in that position before.
Anthony, George said it. This year you've definitely changed your mindset. Your training. Does really much have to change here in a rematch? And do you anticipate your opponent trying to change anything up?
Nah, you know what? I'm gonna be more aware of his ground game. I think the crazy thing is I initiated the takedown that led to that submission. I think I was winning the stand up. First round I was kind of picking him apart, playing rangy. And then that second round is when I went for that outside leg trip. It was kind of a sloppy one, and we got in like a scramble position, and he took my back from there. And that's kind of what led to that submission, man. So I think I'll be a little smarter in this fight. More cautious on my takedowns, more set them up better. But I think when it comes to striking, I was already doing very well.
Could you say maybe a little bit of you is in his head, because in the striking you were winning that and that's where the fight starts. Like you said, you feel like it was just a mistake. Do you think that could be in his head as well?
Well, I think I'm already in his head. I know guys when they fight me, they bring the best of their ability, man. Like he knows what a win against me could do. I got him in the playoff spot. He's in the main event. On this Friday. So I don't think he's going to be underestimating me. He's trying to go. He wants the championship just like I do. I just got to be a little more smarter on my approach.
Can you talk about mentally what it feels like to get the season part over? I know a lot of people stress over that. Now the playoffs start. Is there a little bit of a release that comes when the playoffs start? And what's that mindset for?
Yeah, honestly, I was a little complacent, because I already knew I was in the playoffs, and that fight was kind of just like I had to get through the fight, really. Like, I looked at that fight like, let's try not to get hurt, let's play it smart, opposed to let's go finish this guy and get the job done. And it backfired on me. I played into his game. He had a great trap set up for my back escape, and I don't think it happened again.
Anthony, I do want to follow up on something you said. Goes kind of repeated something similar as well, that we were watching the same thing and it appears you were feeling the same thing. The stand-up was in your favor. Why did you go for that outside trip? Trying to put something in his head or because it looked like the recipe was working?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Honestly, like when you're in the moment, our game plan for that fight was to keep it safe. My coaches and myself, we're like, let's get out there, let's if we finish them, let's finish them, but let's play it safe and not get injured for the playoffs. And I know on in the PFL you can't elbow on the ground, so it's a pretty safe spot. If you can get on top of a guy and avoid submissions, and that was probably what went through my head. I was like, let's get on top of him, win the round with the takedown, because I thought I won one round with the striking already. And it backfired on me. And it's MMA, shit happens, man. It's crazy. Like one mistake can cost you the fight, as you can see.
Yeah, man, this should be a great event, great main event, a replay of what just happened. Let's finish with this. Everybody was wondering, and I'm sure you've already been hit up. The salaries were released. Amazing payday for you. Hats off to you and your team for negotiating that. Have other fighters reacted to you, like because that's one of the higher show purses with flat fees that we've all seen.
Yeah, I got some fighters asking questions about it, but I have a great management team. Melky with first round management. He's been taking care of my career for a long time. When I left the UFC, obviously it was going to take something that made sense for me to leave the UFC, and the PFL came with an offer that I couldn't refuse, man. So they're doing a great job of taking care of their fighters. They're building up a great organization, honestly, and I see them competing with the best organizations in the world right now, and they're right there.
Yeah, and you know what? My hat should be taken off to them as well, because they went after a free agent and they apparently went after aggressively, and that's very, very impressive. We got to give them their due. I do want to finish with this though. For a long time, and I don't agree with this, but in this sport, the promoters, mostly Dana White, has said, well, we like to keep the salaries private because the fighters don't want, because a lot of people are gonna, the hanger-ons, he calls them, people that are going to be hitting them up for loans. I've always felt that's kind of BS, because I see it on all the major sports. The salaries drive the salaries for the future generations. So how do you feel? Like, I mean, did you feel like you wish that wouldn't have been uncovered? Or are you okay with it?
No, I'm okay with it, man. Honestly, I'm glad it was uncovered. Like even my little brother moving to Bellator, he made 5 times the amount of money he was making. So I think both of us, a lot of guys looked at like the Pettis brothers, like, oh man, they're leaving this organization for other organizations. They're not as good as they were before. Like, kind of talking down on our moves. And Sergio's making 5 times what he was making in the UFC. I'm making a great amount of money. I made great money with the UFC as well, so I can't say it's a times amount I made. But like you said, UFC keeps their discretionary bonuses silent. So I got a lot of locker room checks that were awesome as well. So I can't really say nothing bad on my behalf. But knowing like to see what my little brother made, to move over to Bellator and how much his contract went up, it's honestly, it's amazing.
It's great. All right, I think does have one more.
So yeah, I wanna end on a fun note, man, because we're always serious with our questions that we ask you. But you've been around George and I. We're brothers. You and Sergio are brothers. All right, I'm gonna name some sports. You tell me one you think maybe, just maybe, we could beat you at. You ready?
Me and my brother, or just myself?
No, you and your brother against me and my brother.
Oh, okay.
Tennis. Can we get you at tennis?
Nah.
Badminton?
Maybe badminton. I don't know the rules of that game, but once I find the rules out, you probably can't mess with us.
Darts?
I'm good at darts.
Ping pong?
I was just playing ping pong at the PFL. They had a table out there. All week we were playing ping pong.
I might want to ask Ricardo Lamas about a little matchup we had recently, but okay. How about pool, billiards? My
dad was a billiards master, bro, so he passed down some skills to us. I mean, we can even play that pool game on the iPhone. I've been playing that against Melky for $1,000 at a time. My age.
That's fun.
Yeah, so you guys want in on that, man? Just text me. The game, $1K a game.
Wow. You'd put it on the hardest level without the thing?
Hardest level, yep. We only play on expert level. You can't play on the beginner level, otherwise we won't bet on that.
I can do beer pong. I'm good at that.
I mean, maybe beer pong. Serge went to college, so he's a little better at beer pong than me. I didn't go to college.
Gotcha.
Eating at buffets? I think we got you there, right?
Man, no way, bro. Sergio can eat his ass off.
Really?
My little bro, man. Him and Stan Chen from Toyo Tires had a taco eating contest at Javier's here in Aria, and they got them big ass tacos, not like little street tacos. He did 14 tacos and queso fundido, no problem.
Wow.
But you've seen our jerseys hanging at Texas State Brazil, right? Like we're the kings here, bro.
Yeah, for real.
Dope.
One of my teammates works there, Carlitos. He's a boxer. So I'm not that about it.
All right, man.
Yeah. Well, we just got caught bullshitting. We don't have jerseys hanging there, but we're impressive. But Sergio sounds like he's a beast. But you know what?
There's a beast.
This
You'd be surprised.
$1,000 thing, can you tip us off? Who's got the lead, man? Or is it pretty even?
Melky got the lead. He got, I think, but I was in Mexico when I was playing him, so I was drinking beer and shit. So we gotta have a rematch when I'm not drinking beer.
The worst is when you get like a text message or your finger slips. Oh my god.
Man, no. I mean, these games are serious. Yeah, I turn my phone on airplane mode when I'm trying to figure this one out.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Thanks for the time, man. Always good to catch up with you. Good luck on Friday.
Thanks,
we'll
bro.
be tuning in.
Appreciate it.